everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's been a while. I hope everyone's holiday has been lovely. Hello, hello. I have a child. She now lives in my lap. Isn't she cute? How are we? How was everybody's holiday? We have one more coming up with New Year's. New Year's Eve tomorrow and then the end of New Year's. Almost in 2026. Yippee. This year feels like it was so cursed for so many people. Everybody's ready for a fresh start. It's cold in Florida right now, and that's just rude. It doesn't get cold here. What is that nonsense? And of course, it goes right back up into the 70s, and I'm like, really? Just for New Year's Eve and New Year's? That's rough. I'm so sorry. You got this, though. I believe in you. I just finished 3D printing. My 3D printer went on a little break. And I just finished 3D printing my shoulder for Rumi because I'll be cosplaying her again for another charity event. But this time I'm wearing her golden outfit. So it's like, well, I guess I have to have her shoulder now. So that just finished 3D printing. Yippee. At least Tom is bringing Chinese. I love that. We love some good Chinese food. That's one of my comfort foods. That and Korean food. I've been on a little bit of an internet hiatus till the new year. Just give myself I feel like when you're somebody that their whole job is online and you do stuff like me where you're constantly online, you need a, a, a unpaid time off the internet. So I've been giving that to myself these past few days. However, here we are working. So with dinner. So it's one of those I'm giving myself the time off that I can. I apologize. I was supposed to stream on Sunday, and unfortunately, I had a massive migraine that I had to sleep off for 2 days. So boring. I've been I don't know what to do with my hair. I feel like I've said 4 different things I want to do with it, and I'm like, we'll eventually settle on so the new Chrome Skull Panda has this pink to purple hair, and I've done pink and purple hair before. That's something I've done, but I haven't done a gradient like that. So I'm like, I could do that. We could match. Because last time I dyed my hair, it was pink and purple and blue, and it was pea stan, and that was really pretty. But then I immediately had to change it to be Alaria, and that was fun. Hi, bestie. No worries. Oof. Not an early morning. Being a Chinese food, one of my favorite BlizzCon memories outside of the con was going to tap in the crowd for dinner and just falling into your. I love that. That's the spirit of BlizzCon. Looking while reading. Hope everyone's doing amazing. Aww. I hope you enjoy reading. I love your new. I'm getting used to having the new, uh, like icon next to your name because your head, mod, but it makes me laugh. It makes me think of Amy Rose from Sonic the Hedgehog. I should be getting off at 1:30, but that. Oh, I see. I see. Gross. She do go to be bludgeoning jab. I was talking about how I might dye my hair like my Skull Panda, my Chromie Skull Panda. She's so cute. Yeah, it just reminds me of the right. So it's. I showed my mom her, and she's like, "That's an indoor Skull Panda, not an outdoor Skull Panda." Because like I was talking about it. I made a little video showing her off, and then I got anxious, and then I made it private, and then I'll put it. I go through whole things, but I was like, I have like Labubu, like people when they've seen my outfits at events and like outdoors, I generally have a Skull Panda these days because I just got into Skull Pandas, or a Labubu, or like a BB3, and I accessorize it with my outfit or whatever. Um, but she's definitely an indoor Skull Panda, not an outdoor one. Kind of like my I have, this isn't like a rare one or anything, but I have the purple and blue Labubu. And I'm like, if anything happened to that, that one's my favorite. But like, I have my other that's like cute with my outfits. But Karomi is for sure an indoor Skull Panda. But I thought, yeah, I thought it was funny. That's what she called it. I don't need that like falling off and getting yoinked somewhere. There's a dancer on my feet lately. She always has 6 Labubus on her pants for dance. Oh, I love that. Your poor Labubu. I don't think she's ever emotionally recovered. I. That's the same Labubu. So I went to Epcot on my birthday, um, and I accidentally ingested dairy. So I was going into anaphylactic shock in the Disney ER, and the Labubu I had is named Soy Milk, and we all laughed about the fact that my Labubu's name is the Soy Milk one, and that's the one that also got drowned at Halloween Horror Nights. My poor outdoor Labubu. Have you ever seen that? You talking about the dancer you watch? Um, there's a creator that does these videos, and it's like POV your Labubu hanging out, like what your Labubu sees while it's hanging off your bag, and it's like the camera's going like this. Those make me giggle. Let me see if I can find one, and then I can pull it up. It's quite funny. I'll just pull it up here. Hold up. I don't know why I was doing that. I was Mickey Mouse. Here it is. These make me giggle. I've been taking K-pop classes for 3. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Alright, so these are the videos I get on my feed. It's quite funny. And they've got like multiples of that kind of thing. It makes me giggle. Because, like, it's true. It's what your Lupu sees on your bag. It's cute. I love it. Okay, cool. So the stream elements thing is working. So we're not talking about something serious. And you're gonna see this prompt every 15 minutes in chat. Two of my friends, unfortunately, lost their house. It burned to the ground. So I have been pushing their GoFundMe link because they are two lovely people. My first experience at the Ren Fair, I met them, and they gave me a lovely like safe space in the Ren Fair community. They have always been incredibly good people, incredibly kind people. Um, so I just want to make their GoFundMe like known because they definitely deserve the support, and it is incredibly tragic to lose your home like that, especially during the holidays. Like it's tragic no matter what. Um, but if like you're thinking about giving to any charities, or you have, you know, even like if you were thinking of subbing during the stream, I would highly love if you would take those $5 and donate it to my friends because they lost literally everything and even a pet. So you'll see that prompt with the link every 15 minutes. And if you'd like to share it as well and just let people know that this is something unfortunate that has happened, and these people are very near and dear to me, so that is the GoFundMe link. What's that little circle of... And my brain's been a little spaghetti noodles today, so I apologize. We also have our final Gunner like glasses giveaway for their Season of Joy like giveaways we've been doing. I'm not sure how I want to like. We might just do a random giveaway. Since it's the last one, I didn't really plan much for this one because so much has been going on. So I really end up setting that up. I think I already have it pre-set up. Teehee. That looks right. There we go. So if you would like to enter to win a free pair of Gunner Blizzard-themed glasses from World of Warcraft or Diablo or Overwatch, you can just type !ticket and then 1, and that'll enter you in the giveaway. And at the end of stream, I'll have it pick someone. This is open worldwide as well. There we go. That all set up too. Beautiful, beautiful. So I also have pretty much finished my horde house until I unlock the next level, like housing level, and can like play with other rooms. So I've started working on my alliance house, and I don't entirely know what I want to do with it. I think I want to do more like night elfy looking stuff. I feel like my horde house is very like horde themed. So there's like Forsaken, there's Blood Elf, there's like Mage, there's, you know, it's very, I would say like a quintessential elf house, aside from the Forsaken room. And I think my alliance house I want to do more like night elfy. And we'll see how much like that differs at the end of the day. I started thanks for the 3 watch stream streak. I can speak. I started putting rocks everywhere in one room and like making fake water. I really need to like, I have so many video tutorials saved for stuff. It's cold out. Why would you blame me? I'm freezing. I hate the cold. That's not my problem. I have to suffer tomorrow on New Year's Eve in the cold. I don't want to do that. I like the warm. I was going to go outside today. I did not go outside today. It's cold. Ew. Nah, I love the heat. I'm chronically ill. Chronically ill and cold do not go along together. Mm-mm. My joints cannot take it. I opened my window because my PC turned on. See, I had my PC and my 3D printer running, and I have a jacket on, and a blanket, and slippers, and my feet are still chilly. I'm also anemic, so that, you know. Define what you consider cold. Probably like under 70. I get cold. But like under 60, I'm miserable. Under 65, I'm miserable, I think. And that just comes again with chronic illness and all the fun stuff that comes with that. Yeah. Which I grew up north. It still was never like a good time for me. I have Crocs. Actually, I have Stitch themed Crocs. But not on. I have my Hearthstone slippers that Hearthstone sent me. They're quite cute. Was this when they sent me like those PJs and stuff for the Emerald Dream expansion? They're cute. I have the duck slippers too from BlizzCon. Florida got literally. I thrive in the warmth. You'll never catch me being miserable in the heat.
Go buy World of Warcraft, install it on your computer, and join the online sensation before we all murder you.
I'm probably further south. Okay. So this will be 30. Listen, I'll be asleep at 6 a.m. It's. Listen, the cold sucks, and I don't want any part of it. I will be. Wish no. That's probably when I. So, like. Hello, my love. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. Congratulations on your printer. I'm very excited for you. I also do. Thank you. One of my New Year's resolutions is getting content on that thing. And going back to TikTok content, I think so. I've had my pop-in veneers for about a year now, and it took a year to kind of, you know, get used to what this is now. You know, talking and speaking and doing content with my face, and you know, it's unlearning. You know, over 2 decades of your face and like, you know, so. You know, it took a year to kind of build up that confidence, build up, you know, I want to do these things then because now I'm comfortable and I'm getting used to how my face emotes differently now. And it's just a whole learning process. And it's going to be another year of like, you look glowing a bit. Thank you. Yeah, it's, when you've, you know, I've spoken a certain way and I've emoted a certain way for a long time that you can see inside my mouth. And that's, you know, learned behavior for 2 decades over, you know, more than that. and it's, you know, retraining all your facial muscles and being comfortable, and like it's different. And it'll take another year to really, you know, we've taken a year to get used to having these things and like doing, you know, streaming and all that, and it'll take another year getting used to making video form content in that way. um but it'll be a year that we take that on, and I'm ready to do that. I took a year off really from doing a lot of TikTok content. um I think too, like I was one of the first uh World of Warcraft content creators on TikTok, and I was the first World of Warcraft cosplayer on TikTok. um so I did and I started, I believe it was BFA area still. And I did a lot of like story driven content, and a lot of like current content, because Sylvanas was current, you know, BFA Jaina was current. So it was a lot easier for me to create things and like be inspired constantly to make that content. Um, and then after Shadowlands, I think too, everybody kind of saw me go like this. Um, and I think that comes down to like the main characters I enjoyed cosplaying were no longer the main characters. And being like Alex Straza on TikTok, I did it a couple times, and it's quite difficult being in that costume and making content in the way that I would make Sylvanas and Jaina and Tyrande and, you know, all the other characters I did. Um, and now that we're moving into Midnight, and it's going to be more of like, you know, um, Lorthamar themed and Liadrin and uh, even Sylvanas again and like Valera. Yeah, exactly. Like these characters that I did for a long time or have wanted to do. There's a lot more like emotional. Um, what's what I'm looking for? Emotion. Like I will be more inspired to do that. I like Alaria. I had fun as Zolototh, but they weren't characters that I every single time something happened, I had to make TikTok content. You know, it wasn't that. And that's okay. You know, there are characters that I'm constantly inspired to do funny content. I brought Nathanos to DreamHack and I did all kinds of Mimi content. You know, it's characters that I exactly have that more emotional attachment to. And, you know, I have inspiration to play with. I feel like Zolototh and Alaria are less fun characters to play around with. And I think too, I was both the first Alaria and first Zolototh cosplayers, and I rushed Zolototh. Um, and I think too, like I wasn't super happy with how that costume came out, and I wanted to second go at it. So I have a new Zolototh in the works, and I'll be more inclined to doing content with her. But like Alaria, I don't entirely know what to do with her when it comes to like TikTok content, right? Sorry, I'll catch up on chat. It's gonna drop to oof. Ew. I miss seeing you on TikTok. Listen, we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get back, I promise. I think you and Kami were aw, thank you. There's a lot of really good Zolotoths. A lot of really good ones. BFHN is peak waifu. It was peak waifu. It really, really was. After Hallman, I was kicking myself because I realized we should have recorded a video of us dancing the night elf dance based. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of content. I was like, ooh, we probably should have done that. I also know that I was not all there. Because I had just gotten back from Texas, and I was in so much stupid pain from wearing that art. I love that armor set. I love it. Jessie did a beautiful job printing it for me. It's stunning. I loved every moment of painting it and rigging it, and like I love wearing it. It sucks to wear. It's hard to wear, and that's why you only ever see it for like very special occasions. Because it beats me up. It's heavy. It's, you know, it is her war chief armor. I like being a gnome rogue in questing. Did you? I did see her blood elf or her night elf dancing. It was really cute. Good evening. I was being from one, but it's okay to take a break if like everyone. Yeah. You had a big weekend there, but yeah, exactly. Like, I have these costumes. You and I can just, if you want to come over on a random Saturday and we set up a tripod and make TikTok videos and we wear whatever costumes, I don't care. We can do that. Like, it's Kira says costumes like she doesn't walk around her. True though. When is giveaway? Oh, so if you type !ticket and then space 1, you get entered. And then I'll draw at the end of stream. Nice. Well, would probably get mistaken more for Tyrael or like what's the other one? Ariel. Right now she gives her aw. So now since we now have new Sylvanas content, you know, we've seen Varisa again, we're moving into this new midnight thing. I feel like there's going to be a lot more emotional attachment that will make me want to make the level and the amount of content that I did during like BFA to Shadowlands. Because I did a lot of content during that time that came to World of Warcraft, and being kind of the first World of Warcraft content creator, cosplayer, first cosplayer, not the first probably content creator, but like I made a lot of content for a long time, and it was all, you know, a lot of, so it's like this. Hello, darling. How are you? Welcome in. And when those characters that you made so much content for are no longer relevant, it's hard to like kind of thing. So, but like, I made new content in Sylvanas when I was at Xbox Bowl. I did some new Nathanos content. I think too, when you make that level of content for so long, you get a little burnt out too. So I think those things kind of all were stacking where it's like, I've done so much content for years. This high level, full armor content. And then you add those characters becoming non-relevant anymore. And then you add, I've got to learn how to re-speak and re-emote and re-everything with your face. It was a good time to just for a little while. Now I have to finish Lorthamar and Leadrin and remake Valira, and we'll have all kinds of fun for midnight. Thank you. If you want to win a pair, !ticket 1. Thank you for your I do my best. Eggs can't heal. I want them. Emotionally, they heal everything, though. Emotionally. Just like this giant Lububu that I got for Christmas. so that's kind of my overviewing plan. I also like had wanted to start vlogging because I do go on like fun little adventures. Um, and I still wasn't comfortable like with my face and like this whole thing.
Let none survive.
Hello, thank you for following. Um, so I did a little bit, like I did my little Pop Mart vlog. I did a second one that I'll edit and post. I did some at Disney beginning of the year that I was like, I hate everything happening right now. So I think it's like doing little baby steps of like, okay, this is me going to a store that I'm comfortable in and it's small and it's fine, and then kind of, you know, it's a whole. Can't wait to see the progress. Thank you. I have a lot planned for 2026. 2025, I feel like I built, but it was very like specific things, and it was some of it was for work, which was really cool. I do want to finish Master Sylvanas. She good luck. I do want to make the new Ranger Lord Nathanos we got in Hearthstone. There's a lot of things I want to do. I have Minthara's armor. The nice thing is I have the 3D printer now, right? So a lot of passive armor can happen, which is nice. So like I have all of Night Warrior Tyrande printed. I have Valera's new shoulders, you know, the new pieces for Zolototh. I have to finish printing her legs. There's a lot of passive that can happen here too that will help move that stuff along. I also finished I did the supports wrong, but I have both shoulders for the Wave Mother dress now from Baldur's Gate 3 printed. And Rumi's shoulder from K-Pop Dancers. And most of Lilith's horns done. It's just now the main headpiece that has to be printed. But I'm waiting for the TPU for that to come in because it is going to take an entire roll for those two pieces. Imagine liking BG3. It's a good time. Isn't it funny how stuff like that drops? I'm forever bitter that we didn't get Ketherick as a romantful NPC. I get why it's silly and it wouldn't work anyway, and like but I wanted to smooch the old necromancer man. As usual, there's nothing. He had a dog. I don't know. I'm wishing you good luck. I've already picked out the first weapon I want to print, the Dream Raid. Ooh, very nice. I have the Scythe of Elune that I want to print. Because I think that would be fun to have. Even though I generally use bows with all my night elves, I feel like having the Scythe of Elune would be really fun. I have so many files for things that I've just had. It's like patterns that I've had forever. I made myself a paladin cleric. Ooh, how fun. I was definitely a high elf ranger. We love the originality. I mean, Shadowheart World. I love that. Did you guys know that Ketherick was originally supposed to be a part of your party? Isn't that sad? Just for me. It is what it is. I ended up romancing Halson because Halson would have been like 10 times better if he had a beard, but that's because I love men with beards. Uh, but it is what it is. And then Minthara, because I don't feel like I have to explain that one, but it's fine. I see. I see. I have some friends on mutuals that have like shaved their beards, and I'm like, who are you? Don't speak to me. Don't ever speak to me. It's weird. I don't like it. 3D print filament. Ah, I see, I see. That makes sense. It's tragic. I really my my house is now ready for stream for gotcha. Okay. When I log into WoW, we'll definitely take a look at it. What's a beard? A great thing. Nathanos has one right there. My friend Blightfang, who cosplays Nathanos with me, he and I joke all the time that it's all over once Blood Elf men can have like full beards. I'd make all my characters pretty men that I could stare at. It would be so over. Maris, his like loving self did, and they fixed it in Hearthstone, which whoever gave the notes to the artist for Hearthstone to make Ranger Lord Nathanos felt like they were right in my noggin. It feels like it was done for me because they got rid of the awful facial hair that they gave living Nathanos and gave him Blight Collar's beard, and I was like, that was for me. I know it. It's like anime. A lot of characters don't have beards, and it's. I'm always like, Let's slap a full beard on his retired blood elf so fast. Listen. If I could have an. So the reason I don't have Hanzo's mythic skin, even though I love Hanzo, he doesn't have a beard in that skin. So I... Also, the new Cassidy skin, I'm up to level 304. I can actually unlock the final tier level with that mythic. And then he's got like white hair. I'm like, this skin also feels very targeted. See, Anduin's a weird ground for me because I have cosplayed Sylvanas for almost 8 years, and in that time, I have come to know 2 different Anduin cosplayers. Both in which I have a sibling relationship with. So I can't perceive Anduin as anything other than that. So I'm always like, because I have this my own like thing. So then of course Sylvana seeing Anduin as kind of this sibling thing because of her brother, I was like, wow, this really lines in with how I view Anduin because I have these 2 younger cosplayers that I've gotten to know and view them in a sibling light. Like, it was very... I was like... But that means, like, I view Anduin very differently because of that relationship I have with other people that have been Anduin. But it also means, like, I can only review looking at him like I'm looking at a little sip. It's the whole thing. Yeah, and that's why, like, the Anduin and Sylvanas ship always made me a bit uncomfortable, but that's because people can ship what they want. It made me uncomfortable, and, like, I don't participate in it because of that prior relationship I have with other cosplayers, you know, and that sibling relationship that I developed with people like that, right? Also, she's married to Nathanos. They're not married, but they're married. Kind of like Ilaria and Teralia. Not actually married, but perceived. You ever played the Dark Ranger in Warcraft 3? I don't? Don't remember. It's been a hot minute since I booted up Warcraft 3 Reforged. I was a Warcraft 3. I want to make Sylvanas' Ranger armor from Warcraft 3 Reforged. That's another. I started on it, and I have a box in my storage unit that is just all Sylvanas armors I've started, and then I had to stop for, like, work. There are many Sylvanas armors that I'm hoping to get done next year. And of course, like, if for some reason she got a new outfit, I would have to prioritize that one, right? But I do have, like, 3 others sitting in a storage unit right now that I half did because I had work things to do. But that should be my girl. Listen, I still believe in the conspiracy theory that Anduin is Jaina and Arthas's son. If my theory is she will not come back for Midnight, she will come back for the Last Titan, because it kind of seems like that's what they're setting up with that prologue thing where she's like, there's something up with the Maw. It feels like they're setting her up for something like that. And if she gets a new outfit, I have to. I did appreciate in Shadowlands, I got, what, 4 new outfits or something? Which, listen, if I'm gonna be busy, make it Sylvanas. I can. You guys have seen the crackhead energy I can do, where I just, you know. Anduin kind of has, or this is. I'm saying, listen, that's been my conspiracy theory for a long time. I have certain ones that I'm like, It hasn't been entirely disproven. But I am team Jaina and Arthas are definitely Anduin's parents. Does it make any sense? Meh. Am I gonna believe it till I'm in the grave? Yeah. And that's what I live for. But I am very interested to see they're setting Sylvanas up for something quite interesting, and I look forward to seeing what they do with her based on what we saw in that pre thing. And I do like that they're also hinting at Nathanos because he's really fun, and I'm biased. I love him. If they don't bring him back, so it's really interesting being not only a Sylvanas cosplayer, but a Sylvanas fan, and being very active in the Blizzard and Warcraft community. Because since Legion, I have had to have people be like, they're gonna kill her, they're gonna kill her, they're gonna kill her off, they're gonna kill her off. And all I can do is sit there and be like, the thing I keep saying is that they can't kill her off. And the reason is she makes Blizzard so much money. A lot of their other big moneymaker is Arthas, and he's been dead for how long? Like, if there's one character that, like, they can rely, like, she's got 8 million skins in Hearthstone. She's the one that got the Warcraft skin. You know, they keep bringing her back. They keep making her a main character. They keep doing all these things with her because she's so incredibly popular that, like, if they were to kill her off, they unfortunately have that Arthas thing where it's like, now all of our merchandise and like our marketing is for another dead character that we can't do much with anymore because we've put them off. So that has been my logic and reasoning for many years. I also would unsub. Yeah, exactly. Sylvanas is one of those characters that is pretty much irreplaceable. Like Arthas, you can't do it again, right? You have to keep them in some capacity in some way because they are what they are. I mean, look at how many events I've done as Sylvanas, whether that's because she's my favorite or because they want Sylvanas there. She's that iconic that, like, when you think female World of Warcraft character or even World of Warcraft, she's generally the character a lot of people associate with it. You know, I go around to conventions as tons of different characters from Blizzard, and I'm always called Sylvanas. It doesn't matter what I'm wearing. That's the character people know, especially if they're just going off female character. Sylvanas. I have been in tons of costumes that aren't even Blizzard, and they're like, oh, an elf, Sylvanas. You know, it's... She do be having the craziest story, and she deserves some kind of peace. Which, I like that her portrayal in the new quest line is her kind of being at peace. Like, she's finally kind of just... There's no big schemes, there's no grand enemy, there's no traumatic any... She's just kind of at peace and existing and doing something to... Like, it was nice to see that for once she was just very... It was nice. I like seeing that because it's a character that has time and time again just suffered. You know? Because even before she dies, her mom's murdered, her dad's murdered, her brother's murdered, her sister runs off and leaves Quel'Thalas. Her other sister, she doesn't know what to do with. So it's, you know, all she... Now her boyfriend's dead? Something... whatever, but... She's one of those characters that deserves just a... After everything. 5 million years of cosmic community services. No, it's not. It's really not. And when she has to do what Sylvanas Windrunner does, they'll take her back and be like, alright, go do your thing. You know? But it's nice to see her not being like, life sucks and everything sucks and I have to do 8 million things to cheat death. You know? So, I was very at peace with that. And I look forward to seeing what they do with her. I know a lot of people were hoping that she was gonna, like, come back and die saving Quel'Thalas or something. I'm like, we've seen that. And that doesn't solve anything. That just... What was the point of the past 30 years of her character, it's just going to be the same thing again. And then she's dead. What do they do with it? Like, I am very interested though, because like I showed in alpha and beta that area that is like the Silver Covenant area, and I'm interested to see how Verisa grows as a character, since I think they're setting her up to have some more relevancy than she's had in a very long time, which I think is cool. Because you do have 4 Windrunners. No, you have 6. She has 2 kids that we have seen like twice ever in a comic and I think a book. So like you've got Erator, who is the next generation of Windrunner, and then you have 2 other that could be a generation of Windrunner, and then you have Verisa, who hasn't done much. And there's a couple times I've like talked about I think the Windrunners are the main characters of World of Warcraft, because generally most things happen because of a Windrunner. But those are all mine, and I've been yapping about that for almost an hour now. So let's go take a look at what's going on in the world of Gunner, who is our sponsor for stream today. So we have their mystery box sale going on, and they released their Fallout Brotherhood of Steel glasses. There we go. Yeah, so they have some new releases. So they've got the Brotherhood of Steel. They come in sunglasses, which are really cool because they're like these metal looks, like the armor on the Brotherhood of Steel, which is really cool. That's the special case they come with, as well as the dust cloth and the soft bag. And then they come in regular glasses and prescription. And I know these don't come out till January, like late January, but I need to tell Gunner I want those shifting ones because I think those would be really cool to like have and play with and do some content in. I think that's fun. Since I wear my Gunners every single day, I would like to have shifting ones because I live in Florida. And then the other new pair that came out is their Roswell ones that are Alienware. And they look really cool because they look like retro, you know, when consoles and computers had like see-through colored mechanics is what this looks like. And I love that kind of like retro look to them. And this is the like plush case, which I think is really fun. And then the cloth it comes with. Oh, that's eBay. Whoopsies. And then they have their mystery box sale going on again, which I know you guys love, because you get 1 pair of Gunners for $10 or 2 for $15, and it's a great way to bulk up or try Gunners if you never have, you know, it's a good try. It's a good way to bulk up your collection. Hi, friend! How are you? Welcome on in. It was almost every fictional story in the 2000s based around a family, too, and everyone else was... Yeah. How are you tonight? And then for our giveaway today, you're going to be able to pick one of the non-prescription Blizzard glasses if you're the winner. So you can pick the Horde, Alliance, Diablo, Reaper, Diva, the Overwatch Ultimate, Sylvanas, or the sunglasses for Reaper. And if you want to enter that, just type exclamation ticket space 1 and you will be entered in that giveaway that we will do at the end of the stream. And that'll be our last glasses giveaway for this year, for this season. Dude, I had one for the last 2 days and it finally went away today. I feel it because I had to cancel stream Sunday because my headache was so bad. A rope tickled me. All right. And if you don't know, I have the Sylvanas Windrunner glasses on right now that I have to model as Sylvanas Windrunner. Because that's just all I do. All right, are we ready to jump into World of Warcraft and decorate my alliance house? And we'll take a look at I don't. I have them packed for tomorrow for New Year's Eve. So I forgot to get my spare pair out, so I have no ears. Naked ears. But I have a Labubu. So I feel like that makes up for it. The Whimsy is still here. That means you can't hear can't hear the screams of Sylvanas Windrunner. So unfortunate. Okay. Move over some things. I know, no ears. No hear anything. Sad. It's actually super blue. Oh. There we go. No longer sit like a shrimp. I have to open up chat on this. So I had to practice. My bad. For decor, literally for decor. I mumbled when I died in Heroes Listen. That's so funny. You guys can see a little bit of my this is the vibe we're going for. This is the y'all can kind of see the vision, right? Like we got something going here. And then I don't know if have you guys seen the outside of my alliance house? It's all like spooky. No, boo boo, you gotta go in my lap. Did like a hole. When they let us have mounts outside already. And then I went and got these Gilnegan ones. I'm gonna need you to MS Paint a floor plan for my house so I can. Literally, I can though. I can. The gated Diablo charm is. Listen, we love a good Diablo moment. They've got their little outdoor area. This will get, once they add more outdoor allocation, I'll dress this up more. I was watching Soul Breezy early today show. Ooh, actually that was. Have it on my desk. I have, for the first time in my life, I have New Year's Eve plans. I've never had New Year's Eve plans. Can I do it the next day? The indoor outdoor decor tag don't make it. I feel like my house is hot garbage compared to the. But yours is so good. I love your house. There are some people though that like they've been training their whole lives for this. Final Fantasy 14 trained them. So the outside of my house looks like. Teehee. I'll probably experiment more with this house. And then like once midnight hits and we get a lot more decor, I'm sure I will tear my house apart and redo it. Listen, I've seen some crazy stuff on TikTok. I have so many things bookmarked from TikTok, and I'm like, I want to do that. My brain. So, I think I was telling you guys this. I've never been somebody that like builds in games. I build like outside of game. Like I build armor and stuff, right? So like building in game, has never been something that I like doing.
No doubt I am your favorite Windrunner sister, right?
I love that quote by her. So it's very like Animal Crossing was never a game I was really into and things, but World of Warcraft I can get into it because it's in World of Warcraft, and it's like people spend more times with how, and that's gonna be me. I love playing with my houses and like doing stuff, especially when they give us Blood Health exterior. Because half of the problem with my house on the Horde side, I love how my house looks, but the outside, I want it to look differently. And once we have the Blood Elf houses, I'll be able to like actually do the whole thing. How can you hear the quote with no ears? You see, Sylvanas is always playing in my brain. I hear her even when she's not there. Right, the Night Elf house is also going to be cute. This is going to become a Night Elf house. I'll be like, tear it down. I haven't even been really playing video games during my like offline time. So I've probably definitely lost out on some decor. Oh wait, they've got that Nightborn decor we can start getting today. Nobody let me forget to do that. Ooh, I like the spider web on the wishing well. Is that new? I don't know. My brain's spaghetti. I'm full Sunday. Ooh, dwarf would be really cool. I hope they do drain eye housing. You know how pretty having drain eye housing would be? Okay, I thought so. Hello, I'm in your house once. Ooh, I like how that looks. That's cool. Can I steal this idea from my Forsaken room? I like that. The urge I constantly have to tear my entire house down and rebuild it is, and I have to not. I love it. It's so cool. Hello. I like the flowers. I now you guys can probably see this because it's in like my house. Is that I love bringing nature indoors. I love it. I think it looks cool. Ah, good. Terralion is still where he belongs. Slay. Hello! Welcome on in. I'm going through the same thing. I love my front door and one of the bedrooms, but I'm still messing with it. Yeah. Bad husband jail. Stunning. Bad husband drill. You know, when you look at Terralion, just know Nathanos would never. Never. It is where he belongs. Cute. Slay. I just found out there's bathtubs that are full and empty because I put a bathtub in my outside my aunt's house and it was empty and I was like, how do I put the water in? And my friend Purple was like, there's literally bathtubs that are full, Kara. And I was like, oh. Sorry, bad husband jail the quotation. Not even married. Not even actual husband. Which I will use as fuel to my fire of calling Nathanos Sylvanas' husband till the day I die. Banshee Queen banner? Yes! I need to get more. I had a really bad time with the drop rate. But I want more. Because Sylvanas. I updated the bathroom, kitchen, dining, added a sitting room. Ooh, okay. Ooh, this is good. I like this up top. That's fun. You and another person were my inspiration for actually adding a kitchen in my house. Mostly because people would come over and be like, where do you eat? I'd be like, I don't eat. I photosynthesize. I've gotten 15 in the Forsaken, but yeah, I have 2 banners. 2. That's illegal. Like, ooh, I like if the dark. I'm lazy, but I need to get that. I like this. Ooh, that's cool. Maybe we'll do that on stream too. I'll go get the new Nightborn lamp and then we'll go see if I can get new banners. All day's work. I went to the last time I played for more than like 5 seconds before I like disassociated. I went to Mechagon and got some of the stuff there. Is there a secret behind the tilt? I definitely noticed that, but I wasn't sure if it was like a... I love this giant gate. It's so cool. Ooh, I like your owl. I need to... So, Legion Remix hates me. And I've exalted with every reputation except that one. And I don't know how that even happened. Ooh. This is sick. I love this. This is great. Big slay. This gives me like... Oh, what was his name? He's got the quote, you think we've forgotten at the Wrathgate. Was it Putricide or Putrid? Which one? It gives that vibe and I love it. My Blight Work Lab, I love it. It's so good. Slay. I really... I love to this day. It makes me giggle of the fact that Nathanos, we don't know why he has the name Blightcaller. We don't know if he picked it or somebody else, and there's no context as to why he changes his last name at all. Nobody else does it. It's just him, because he wanted to be edgy or something. Strange man. Oh, cute. It's like a little collectibles room. This is what my bedroom looks like with all the little knickknacks. And I love it. This is fun. I haven't added a plastic liner room. I love it. Since me and my dad share Wildcraft accounts, he has the Alliance house. Ah, that's a good way to split it. This is super cute. I love it. Big fan, big fan. Ooh, is that the book from doing the lore walking that I've been lazy and haven't done? I need to do that. I've had a lot going on. Ooh. Hi again. Nice to see you.
What are we if not slaves to this torment?
Hello, thank you for the sub. What kind of books do you read at night? I love these stools, they're great. Hello, Zolta. I can't wait for them to add a Nathanos portrait so I can be as unhinged as everyone. Random lore fact. Did you know that in some of the early writings of World of Warcraft, there's another Windrunner sibling. And then later on, it only became the three sisters and the one brother. I think there was a second brother. It was... As well as in the World of Warcraft, there were roleplay books, like D&D books. In those roleplay books, Jaina has a um half elf sibling. But then they never actually made that canon because they didn't want Derek Proudmore to be a cheating husband with a second. They would never. So, very interesting. I also want a Sylvanas portrait, but if we get Nathanos portrait, I can have my own Gunnar room like everybody else. I want one too. Another lore fun fact, there is a living Maris. We can go see him. So there's 3 Marises in World of Warcraft. We've technically only seen 2 of them, but there's a 3rd living one, a living relative of that family. We don't actually know his relation to Nathanos or Stefan, but he is a Maris. I like your little buddy has his own pillow. What do we find? Oh, the other Windrunner. I believe he was in like one of the books or like some sort of lore mention. But he's not like in game or anything. It was like a. Would there be a Nathanos room next to the Sylvanas room, or does he get his little nook in the Sylvanas? You know what? That's a good question. I have to go to Stormwind anyway to show you guys to get the new check the books, so I can show you where the other Maris is. He's a raging alcoholic. Oh man, how do we get to Stormwind? $1 million. I love your house as always, and I love the new additions. Thank you for having us and showing stream. I have to look up exactly where. I'm pretty sure I remember where he is, but my brain's spaghetti noodles, so I'm gonna get an exact pinpoint on where there he is. Yeah, okay. You are where I thought. Always. Book Panda is over here. I don't remember much of Stormwind. There she is. Okay. What books you got? Nothing new. Okay. You should. They're fun. That's what I have as my Forsaken room right now. And then once we get a portrait of her and maybe some more Forsaken stuff. Where is... We're going here.
Let none survive.
Hello, thank you for following. I'll be really interested to see. No, I'm just speculating for when they do add it, because I can't imagine they wouldn't add portraits for like her and Thrall and Anduin and etc. etc. he on this side? There he is. Behold, another Maris. Just sitting on a stool by a bridge, raging alcoholic. You know, if my relative was a psychotic undead zombie causing war crimes, or family member, I don't know what they're related, but yeah. So this is, there are 3 Marises we know of. Nathanos, Stefan, and then this guy. What their relation is, who knows? But I love that, like, there's no, there he is. There's no mention of him talking about Nathanos or Nathanos talking about him. There's no, but they, we would assume are related with the last name. So he's my fun little, did you know? But what are y'all doing? You're just watching, huh? There. But that's my fun little. I should. You know, I could probably be a menace on Twitter until somebody answers me as to who this man's relation is, right? Do you think we can get a short story? I just want to know. Someone tell me. If I ask enough, or it's just they're not gonna acknowledge it. I want character, like, family trees. And I want this man explained. Next time I see a Sean Copeland panel, I'll be like, hey, that guy Marshall Maris, what's his deal? I want to know. Oh, that's not the right house. Keep my eye on you. Alright, I'm gonna go log in on my Horde character because I want to go get my Suramar lamp. They've been doing this stuff on already. Let's go to Orgrimmar. Go look at my friend. This is not the right setting. Whoopsies. Well, there's a portal right to Orgrimmar right there. I don't know why I'm... It's... I love that, though. Strangely enough, I don't use that Mog. As weird as that is. Superman's always right. You're right. You're right. I could, but the Orgrimmar portal was right there. Like, what am I? That's the wrong dollar in. I can't wait till we fly. So me too. It's been fun flying around in alpha and beta. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Summer. That's where we're going. I'm telling you, my brain is spaghetti today.
The magistrate's thugs are impeding Queen's efforts to distribute our wine. Find her in the canals and protect her as she feeds our people.
You know, I might have to do this quest on Kaine. Actually.
The Legion's patrols edge ever closer to Shalaran. Kill them before they discover our location.
I don't know how. Complete the quest magic message found in Dalaran. Complete the quest. Yeah, so this might be a. I know Kaine's done all this. Let me just plot this one back. Yeah, I got it on stream. One of the last days of the Mount event. Was very happy to finally get it. Cried and everything. Okay. Dalaran. No. Orgrimmar first. Things get so complicated. I think you missed my early post, but do you need war resources for decor? That's a good question. Yes. This is a mech. Ah, okay. It's super easy, just need gold. That's something I definitely don't also have. We're a little broke right now. Unless that's fine. I don't know. I don't know anything.
It is very wise to shopkeep. May find mastery in your passions.
Huh. I've been in here for half an hour. Just my little snowy gunner friend.
Kill them before they discover our location.
It do be a tree. I was don't text and fly. It's like I've been playing Legion Remix and my brain just goes, I don't know where to go. Who am I looking for? What am I doing? I don't know. 5 parts to make bundles of recycled parts, then mass turn them in for spare. You see, I definitely didn't do any Mechagon content. Not a thing. A lot happened in my life, unfortunately, during
Magic surrounds us.
the BFA, and it's fine. What am I getting? What am I looking for? Okay. I haven't placed these. Weird. BFA time. Ah, okay.
Our duty sustains us.
Actually, I should get 2 of those because I don't have that in my.
We will defend our allies.
And then we go back to Orgrimmar. Is there an easier way to? Where am I? It's fine. Ooh, I want these as walls. Hold up. I look forward to when, if this ever gets turned into like a non-aggressive city, because the RP in here would be incredible. Actually, I want Nightborn houses. That's what I want.
Many Nightborn were murdered when Elasan and the Legion
I have the other Nightborn window, but like the big
will not stand for tyranny.
design thingy, I think would be cool. Making almost one of the. I had no so I had not one interest unfortunately. And like end of BFA, again, I had a lot going on in my personal life, and I missed out on a lot of end. That wasn't like. All right. Pretty sure I have this table, don't I? Like, what do I do with these? Nothing. I really need to do. There's a couple dungeons I haven't done yet for decor, and I really need to. Because I need more room placement. Oh, we're gonna do Dark Shore. Is Sandalore still up here, or did they move it? I know nothing. Not a thing. Yeah, you can farm it for the mounts. I luck out on the fact that I'm on a dead server, so it's not too bad. That's my boyfriend. The unfortunate thing is, well, the fortunate thing is I have all the mounts out of Dark Shore. It's Arathi Highlands that I'm still missing mounts. So I'm not even like running for, it's purely for decor. Should I have a rare scanner turned back on? Now, the one thing I don't know is, can you actually farm the rares, or can you only kill them once for decor? Oh, you can farm them. Huh. I sure we do getting stuff for my Heart of Azeroth though. There's also the like Moonwell thingy from here. I haven't gotten either. And I feel like I'm at Darkshore quite frequently. Good news, Nathanos. Hashtag midnight. Come on, decor. There was one day I was getting just decor off everyone, and ever since then, I've been cursed. Damn. See, all these rooms are not one piece of decor. Cool crazy. I am just trying to get more banners of Sealy. Yes. One banner. One more for the arsenal. You gonna try PvP? Oh, my label for PvP. I forgot. What did I do that for? Something. I was found spicy about something. Twitter 9 literally. My suffering will know no end. And like, I still don't have the moon well thingy. Maybe today is the day. Because I wanted it for my mage room. Only 7. Ah. I'm gonna just do this for my own sanity then. Do I have homebound? I do. See, I haven't gotten this yet. Thank you. I'm just gonna fight it for whatever's sake. I would like one of the moon fountain thing, please. Is that it? If you cry loudly enough about it. Yes, finally. Now the decor is dropping. Yippee. Apparently I needed like a test round. I think he's the only world quest like pop-up voice that I don't click off of. Hello, darling. Welcome on in. How are you? Another sconce. Very nice. We're farming Darkshore right now. I finally got the moon fount thing. Now I'm trying to get more Sylvanas banners. Ooh, congratulations. I haven't had Burger King in so long. Cheers. There's no so just so I have it in my own brain, there's no decor in Arathi Islands, right? Because I do still visit there because I need the mounts. I really, it cracks me up about Nathanos. Like, he's like, he's supposed to be this like unkempt farmer man that elves are like ew, and he's like the most well-groomed, speaks so eloquently, nicely dressed man you've ever encountered. Somebody said he's like the only man in World of Warcraft that's ever moisturized his beard or something. I was crying. Oh, so you're just farming them. All right. Slow. Good news is I can finally put that one decor piece in my horde house that I wanted. And I will have more Sylvanas banners to put in every nook and cranny of my house. Honestly, beauty oils and moisturizer might do the same thing. I don't know. Have you happened to... No, I have not. Not recently. I deep conditioned my hair today, though. I think that's a win. While they like disassociated in the shower, and I was like, well, this is a good time to deep condition my hair. It was so cold. Listen, I know everybody likes to make fun of me because the cold and I have a hard time. However, it was chilly this morning. And the only way I could like exist was just hot water. If I'm completely new to PC and MMO, could I learn to play WoW as well? You could. This one lady does not like to give me anything. This is associating the shower is my favorite. Listen, Sam. Sam. It's like, ew. It's, what is the temperature right now? Something will depress me, I'm sure. 45 degrees. I am used to Florida, where I can go out and it's a nice temperature outside. I like being able to go on my back porch and just lay outside because it's nice and quite literally touch grass. No, you live there. Got it. Yo, I want one of those gamer LED shower heads that have the RGB lights in them. I also found one that's like an LED light for your. I was like, dang, we got gamer toilets now. Next housing decor drop when? Oh, I see. You're farming that one. I shall then continue on my little peruse. No shower RPGs? listen. I have a giant Labubu in my lap right now. I am all for the whimsy. My light is just a bedroom light that I put on the cat. Oh. Yay, I'm gonna have so many of these and it makes me happy. I want to hang it from the ceiling and do like that magic thingy like this.
A powerful emissary has been sighted nearby. Take it down.
I need to target something first.
How many of these Dark Lady banners do you think Nathanos has? Like 20? Do I just sit here like the cool kids and just pick a rare and just keep killing it? Hello, welcome on in. 400. What's the objective right now? Farming Sylvanas banners. And I finally got the other one that I was trying to farm here. Do you need assistance or something? Yeah, I like it a lot. Are you excited for P-Batch and what twin? It feels so close. Like I blinked and suddenly midnight is going to be here. Right? I have high hopes for midnight. If nothing else, for pure emotional attachment. Because Quel'Thalas has been, you know, my home for my entire Warcraft like life. Alright, but I'm gonna like get the next one. I'll sit here. Self-starting zone was the first one I did as a kid, so I'm super. Exactly. I'm very excited for when it's like actual launch and we get to experience it as the actual launch, because like I've been playing a lot in beta and stuff and messing around and playing around in alpha and whatnot, but Nothing's better than playing it at its intended launch. I remember me and my bestie were dueling in Falcon Wing Square at like 12 years old. I saw my first Death Knight. She was wearing Crown of Eternal Winter and she had blue eyes. Oh, I love that. What other what else do I need? There's two in Black Rock Mountain. Dead Mines. I have that. Shut Jade. I see. I love that. Alright, I'm gonna go back to my house and put the steak war in there. Because I really wanted that. Does this fit on you? Oh, you know what? Hell yeah. Now they have to make Labubu's for mini, or gunners for the mini Labubu's, but I can fit it on this one. That's a sleigh. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Glasses that fit on Labubu's, but now that I have this big one I got for Christmas. There should be a Murloc Labubu by Blizzard called Merloon. That'd be so funny. Look how cute that is. Oh, you're losing your glasses, sweetie. There you go. And with that, friends, we'll be ending our Gunner sponsored portion of this stream. Thank you so much for being here, Gunner. We appreciate you, and make sure to check out their blind box deal that they're having, where it's one Gunner for 10 or two for 15, where you get a random pair. And now we know you can, in fact, accessorize your large Labubu with Gunners so you can match. Very exciting. Have a good night over there, Gunner. We appreciate you.